Hi there, it's Felicia, one of the other naturalists here at the Elkhart County Parks Department, and I'm going to be continuing our A to Z series today with the letter H, and I chose to do H for hummingbird. I'm mostly going to be talking about the ruby-throated hummingbird because that's a species you're most likely to see here in Elkhart County, and I'm actually lucky enough to have one. So we have this ruby-throated hummingbird in our mount collection, and if I get him just right in the light, you'll be able to see where the species gets its name. So we see that nice ruby colored throat or gorget, and that's going to tell me that this is a male. And if I get the angle just right again, it'll appear dark. So if you ever are outside and you see a hummingbird and it looks like it has a dark throat, or even that you're lucky enough to get at the angle where you see the ruby colored throat, it's going to tell you that that's going to be a male ruby-throated hummingbird. Females will have that chest color all the way up to their throat, but both males and females will have those green emerald colored feathers down their back. In terms of their size, females are going to be a little bit larger, but on average, a ruby-throated hummingbird is going to be about 3 inches long. They're going to have a wingspan of about 3 to 4 inches, and they're going to weigh only about 3 grams. So it's just a little bit bigger than a penny. So pennies only weigh like 2.5 grams. So think of holding a penny. That could be what it's like to hold a ruby-throated hummingbird, which is pretty cool. And then if we get a closer look at its body, you'll be able to see it's got a pretty large head in terms of the ratio from head to body. And we'll also see that it has very small legs, really important for perching. So ruby-throated hummingbirds will eat small insects like gnats, but most of their diet is going to be made up of nectar, and that's that sugary substance that plants produce to attract pollinators. So hummingbirds are equipped with these long beaks, and I'll put some pictures up again, and in those long beaks they have a nice long tongue. So when I think of what a hummingbird would like to eat, I think of a flower that's got a tubular shape, so like lily or trumpet vine, and they're going to be able to stick the beak into the flower, and they have that tongue, and the tongue's forked at the end, and they lick super quickly, and that's what pulls the liquid into their beaks to swallow. So they're licking about 15 times in a single second, and they're able to pull the nectar in, and that's going to be how they get their food. It's pretty amazing. And I'll put a video of one, and we'll be able to see it trying to perch on there. But sometimes in the wild, hummingbirds aren't going to have the luxury of perching. So when eating something so fragile from a flower, they're going to need to do something else, and they're going to hover. And that's because of the way the hummingbird beats its wings. So we think of birds kind of moving their wings up and down. Well, hummingbirds are going to move their wings in a figure 8. And this is going to allow them to not only hover, but they can fly backwards, they can fly upside down, something that is going to be super important when it comes to being able to get the food that they need. But the figure 8 is super fast, actually so fast, 53 times in a single second. Everything the hummingbird does is super quick, and that's actually where they get their name. So their wings beat so quickly, it makes a humming sound. So hummingbird. Along with being quick, the ruby-throated hummingbird's wings are going to be very strong. So strong, in fact, that some of them choose to fly over 500 miles non-stop over the Gulf of Mexico every year as a part of their migration. So this time of year in Elkhart County, we definitely don't have nectar for them to eat, and actually it starts way back in September. That's when hummingbirds in our area are going to start bulking up, so they'll double their weight to about 6 grams. And then they'll join the hummingbirds up in Canada on their journey south, and they're going to be heading to the same area, the same destination from Mexico all the way down to Central America, where they're going to spend the winter. And then around late April, early May, they'll be back here in Elkhart County. So stay tuned to our social media, so our Instagram and our Facebook page, to learn some tricks to attract them to your yard and just some other cool facts before they get back here in our area. So thanks for watching.